Welcome to the Instagram stories for Tuesday, August 15th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. First, let's start with some personal news. I got laid off yesterday. This was not 100% unexpected for me. You may have heard me mention on the podcast over the past couple of episodes that if you know someone who is looking for a product manager, please send them my way. The company that I worked for, CVS Health, announced that there were going to be 5,000 layoffs. I was hoping I wasn't part of that group, but it turns out that I was. I'm now looking for my next challenge, next opportunity, and I would appreciate any help that you can provide, whether that's connecting with me on LinkedIn or maybe just sending me a DM to give me some kind of encouragement. That would just be awesome. Okay, let's get into Masere Monday. It's Tuesday, I know, but let's just do it today. If you are not familiar with this concept, the head of Instagram does an Ask Me Anything on his Instagram stories. I download the clips, chop them up, put them into the show, and discuss them. So let's get into the questions. The first question is a good one. What's the benefits of doing collab posts? If you're not familiar, collaborating with someone on a post means that it is featured in both of your feeds. It's not like tagging someone. You can tag someone in a post, they'll get a notification, but it's not easily shared by them unless they send it to their stories. However, with a collab post, it goes to both sets of followers in the feed. Here's his answer.
Doing a collab is a great way to not only reach your followers, but also the person you collaborated with's followers, so you can increase your reach.
The next question has to do with the new Instagram feature of being able to have music on your carousel posts. Carousel posts are sometimes called slideshows because you have to slide through them. The question, how many photos can I add to my carousel with music? Here's his answer.
Up to 10 photos for any carousel, just like any carousel, whether or not it has music or doesn't have music.
Just a little bit more context on that answer. You can't add music to a video in a carousel. Obviously, the video could have its own music, but you can't do that part directly through the Instagram carousel. The next question relates to something that Adam Mosseri posted on his Instagram broadcast channel last week. He posted, "Test heads up. We're testing a way to tag a group of people in a story using a single mention. Once you create a group mention, it can be reused by anyone in the group to automatically tag everyone in any new stories. So if you're on a summer trip with friends, you can more easily tag everyone without needing to tag each person individually." That's his broadcast channel post. I like this idea. It makes sense. Tagging a bunch of people is very annoying. However, if everyone just reposts because they got tagged and you follow several of those people, that is very annoying. Like, how many times do you need to see the same photo or video? Overall, though, I like the concept. That leads into the next question on the Ask Me Anything. Love the test you shared about adding a group of people to one mention. When will I get it? Here's his answer.
So this is a way to tag multiple people at once. You can kind of create a group tag. Now we're just testing it, but if it works pretty well, if people use it a lot and they seem to like using it, then we will launch it to everyone. But for now, nothing to announce because we don't know if it's going to work.
Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do some questions and answers about Threads. So stick around.
This episode is brought to you by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. In Michigan, you can have both a rewarding career and a quality lifestyle, with plentiful career opportunities in world-changing, innovating industries, from electric vehicles to clean energy to biotech, with room for advancement no matter where you are in your career. Plus, Michigan offers a welcoming, beautiful, affordable, and inclusive community for all. Live your best life. You can in Michigan. Visit themichiganlife.org.
Welcome back. The next questions have to do with Threads. The first one, how confident are you Threads will be successful? This is a really good question because I am not 100% confident that Threads will be successful. There has been a sharp decline in the amount of people using Threads since its inception. I think a lot of people realize that although it's nice to have something new and shiny, which is good, you need to have a reason to keep using it. And right now, there's way too many social media platforms requiring way too much of our time. Here's his answer.
Look, I think whenever you're starting a new app from scratch, the most likely outcome is that it doesn't succeed. But I am more excited and more bullish about Threads than I have been about any big bets that we've placed over the last couple of years, seeing an immensely positive initial reaction, tons of work to do, but also tons of things we know are going to add value that we just need to get out the door, like the edit button, like adding web, like deeper integrating into Instagram, and so a lot more to come. Search, all sorts of things.
The next question, seeing a lot of Threads updates. Is there anything new coming to Instagram? Here's his answer.
Lots coming to Instagram. Actually, today we announced that we're going to do multiple collabs, so you can collab with more than one other person, including with private accounts, as well as audio for photo carousels, and you'll see a lot more coming over the next couple of weeks.
And the last question we're going to get into today is for our friends who listen in Europe. The question, why can't creators from Europe see how many people shared their content? Here's his answer.
So in Europe, there are tighter regulations around using any messaging data or even messaging metadata, which is why we can't show things like how many people shared your content in a message, because it's messaging data. So we have to make sure we comply with local law.
Those laws are really great because they keep European citizens and their data safe. This is something that is extremely important. That is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I mentioned about my job situation at the beginning, so if you have any input on that, please reach out. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more tech news or social media news or other things that I think you need to know about.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave, without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.